Bill has a question that I think we can help him with, maybe showing him a progression. What's the best way to transition a new technique from practice to a match?
From first awareness and practice to doing it in a match, I mean, really, minimum for me, like we're talking a dozen progressions. I will go over this relatively quickly just to give you an idea, but progressions are stepping stones of different levels of challenge. And so at first, the only level of challenge you'll be able to manage is just shadow swinging correctly. And if Megan were to toss a ball to me, I'd just go, oh, we're just back to my old habit of just kind of being all one piece. If you're working on lag and snap, forehand, for example. So to just go through a couple of progressions really quick. Progression 1 would be shadow swings. And these shadow swings should be executed at no more than 25% of your full speed, preferably a bunch slower than that at first. Use your eyes, see what you're doing with your body. If possible, set up a phone or a tablet so you can watch yourself later, even though you're watching yourself in real time, and just use shadow swings. Progression 2 could be a dummy toss we use a lot, and it could be a combination of shadow swings and dummy toss. So I'll do one shadow swing, and then Megan's gonna give me a dummy toss. Dummy toss means I'm not actually gonna hit the ball. And so I'll do a shadow swing, trying to do it correctly, and then with a fake toss. So the next progression could be a dummy toss with me practicing my execution, and then a stationary feed, where I'm trying to execute the right one. Next progression might be a toss from the other side of the net. The progression from stationary drops and tossing from the other side is big. There's a huge, now I have to time my swing correctly because the ball is traveling through space towards my racket. And so I might do a couple of shadow swings and then have Megan toss to me. And my goal is to execute the technique the exact same way with my shadow swing as I do with the toss. Next progression might be I'm a little bit further away, back in no man's land. I'll do a shadow swing, and then a hit. And then maybe I'll go back to the baseline, do a shadow swing, and then a feed from the racket from Megan. And so every time we increase the distance between the ball and the student, there's more challenge. They have to do more work to position themselves. There's more difficulty in the timing of the swing. They're more and more in a familiar environment where their brain is going to be fighting to run their old habit. And so it becomes more and more difficult. From here, Megan and I might go to a slow cooperative rally where Megan's trying her best to keep me in the same spot. Her goal is to have me be as comfortable as possible while I work on that new technique. And so little to no challenge at all. And now from here, it's about bridging the gap from practice to competition. So we would set up a point situation where maybe only the ad side of the court is in, and we're playing cross courts. So Megan will hit forehands from over on the ad side over there. I'll hit forehands from over here, and we'll play a game up to 5. And so now we're isolating one shot. We're isolating one spot on the court, and I would set up a camera over on the side to record myself. And after our game, I'd go review the tape and see what my execution actually is. More than likely, you kind of slid back a little bit. That's okay. Now you know what to work on. Go back a couple of steps, work on it some more, and then bring your way back up to this. Next, maybe full court singles. Next, maybe with serve and return. And so I skipped a bunch in here, but you get the idea. It's just a slow and steady increase in challenge and stress and environment so that you can slowly build your ability to do the new thing in a little bit more challenging environment than you were able to do 10 minutes before. And this is a process that could, take weeks or months, and it takes a lot of patience, but it's the only way to really change old habits that are currently embedded in your brain.